It's time to minimize the window and enjoy the noise. You're listening to TigerTails Radio, Season 13. Killed the video star.
How can this be?
Which radio?
TigerTails Radio.
It's perfect.
Internet radio
Has never been so fuzzy.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of
Bananas.
TigerTails Radio. Actually, not bananas. On the sofa, we have a minion
Bananas.
and a hedgie.
Hello.
And over here in the corner, we have myself, TK. Yes, we are back here in the studio once more for another Monday night of fun. Or in this case, bananas.
It's a bananas. Yeah, it's going to be a chill show. I think it's going to be a chill show.
What gives you that impression, apart from the fact you're already drunk?
I am not already drunk. I've only had one and a little bit of some limoncello. Thank you very much.
And some wine.
I have not had the wine. Jules had the wine.
Spoken like a trogaholic.
Spoken like someone
drinking.
You drank a freaking glass of port already.
Yes, a glass of port 2 hours ago.
Methinks the host doth protest too much.
Anyway,
The silence was
it's
palpable.
episode 17, show
Yes.
979,
If you're keeping count.
which TK is, of season 13. And we are
Yeah.
here, it's Monday, and we're kind of like chilling.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, cool.
Well, the weather's been shit, so we're kind of chilling. It's one of those situations. It's coming towards the end of June.
Yep.
It's like,
So
yeah,
the weather's going to turn shit because my birthday's coming up and therefore the weather's going to be shit.
we've gotten through half of the year and we're still stuck indoors.
It's halfway through 2021 already. My God.
We might get let out next month, depending on whether or
Well,
not
we're
the
not
new
stuck
virus-
indoors. That's
Yes.
a bit of a misdemeanor.
No, not quite as bad as we were this time last year.
No, yes, we can actually go outside if we so choose.
Yes. Yes.
Last year we couldn't.
Last year we couldn't. But technically, the restrictions. Well, this is the weird thing. The restrictions that exist are going to be released at some point in July, so long as the checks are followed.
Yep.
But a lot of people are probably still going to have things in place because whilst the restrictions have been eased, the reason why we've had the restrictions still exists.
And will probably exist forever.
Yes, especially seeing as that they're already going, right, everyone in time for your booster shot.
Thanks, China.
And I'm sat there going, I haven't had my second one yet. That's the 1st of August. That's booked.
14th of August for me.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, because I figured if the second jab is going to kill me, then I might as well be dead over the weekend. So
It's not going to kill you. It might cause a reaction.
yeah, not kill, but, knock me out for a day or two. Then it might as well be over a weekend, so I'm not having to stress about having to miss work or anything.
Depends who I talk to, because some people say, oh, yeah, it did nothing. Some people say, oh, yeah, the first one gave me a bit of a dead arm.
I got nothing. Well,
I had a dead arm-ish.
I had a little tiny bit of soreness around the immediate area where the jab was.
And I was a little bit drained over the weekend, which was not great. But the second one, some people have said, oh, yeah, just knocks them straight out. And it's like...
Others are like, the second one was fine, the first one was fine, I felt fine. Some people were like, the first one was fine, the second one killed me.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
the
it's
first one-
flu jab, isn't it?
The first one completely knocked my arm out after about 4 hours. And it was like, oh, I guess I'll go lie down. And then a couple of days later, I really was zonked out by it. And then the second one gave me a little tenderness in the arm. And then after a couple of days, it was fine. So, yeah.
And you had a headache.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
I remember you saying you had a headache.
Yeah. Yes.
There's some context for a conversation.
Leave me alone.
I
I
remember you said you had a headache.
yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Must be something you hear a lot then, Mr. Xavier.
No. Thank you very much.
No, he's the one that has the headache.
No, I just have bloody cold symptoms because dust allergies.
Dust allergy.
You should hoover your room more often.
Don't make me beat you over to death with the fucking Hoover. Yeah, TigerTails Radio. So yeah, the reviews of our week. Edgy, how was your week
Should we
last
have a
week?
jingle first?
Okay.
Okay, have a jingle.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
So how was your week?
So my week was pretty good. I finished off another audiobook commission, and that one I actually wrote and fully composed some music for it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I did that. I also rejigged one of my old songs, wrote some new lyrics for it, added some new instrumentation for the escape room that I'm doing, and I've recorded that today. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
go,
what that caterwauling was.
and I'm going to go in tomorrow and film the video for it, and then that's going to go up on the social media as well. So yeah, I've been doing some good things. Ha. But yeah, at the moment it's been sort of juggling personal projects and work in between 2 different weeks. So yeah, I'm sort of two-timing myself, if you will. So, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty good.
you've got an odd schedule for
Yeah,
your job.
I-
now.
He's
But-
moonlighting.
Yeah.
1
it's
week
kind
on, 1 week on, 1 week off, but
Yeah.
technically you're still constantly working. Just
Sort of, yeah.
remember, don't burn yourself out.
No, I'm
Don't
not.
burn
Don't worry.
yourself out.
I'm not. Don't worry.
Holiday is a thing as well.
Yes,
Holiday
it
is a
is, yeah.
thing.
Don't burn yourself out unless you're using real fire. In which case, burn yourself out outside.
Outside of that, have you done anything else?
No, it's basically been work and personal projects. I haven't really done anything else. So
They live inside their tiny caves of rooms.
well, I mean, most of the people that we know have left Southampton, so we can't really meet up with people. And
You can't really meet up with people anyway.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's not really anywhere that. I mean, all the good places in Southampton that we used to hang out have now gone. So it's like, hey, let's go somewhere. Okay, where should we go?
Say goodbye
Yeah, where should we go? I don't know. We could go
to a coffee shop like a fucking adult.
Again, all the people I used to hang out with no longer live in Southampton. So
It's like, sorry, do I look like a hipster? I'm just going to hang out in the coffee shop like some self-important, pretentious prick.
if I were a slam poet, then yes, I would be constantly in coffee shops.
Hedgie
going,
claims he's an entertainer, so technically, he's on the cusp.
Yeah.
He's on the cusp.
Yeah, maybe I should take up slam poetry. Sitting in the coffee shop, sipping at my espresso, the caffeine rolling to my head as I watch people walking by, their heads buried in Google.
Pete, slam him.
Looking at the rain as it
Slam him
pours
faster.
down, the personification of the tears of the
Don't have any
planet as we
pogs.
burn it
I
to
noticed
a
you're not
crisp.
slamming him.
God, slam poetry. Oh,
Dear me. So that's pretty much it. How about yourself, TK, then? How is
My
your
week's not
week?
been too bad, so I spent a lot of time procrastinating.
isn't that your life?
They spent all of their time in the caves of a room.
Isn't that your life? Basically, you are like a champion procrastinator.
Yeah, he procrastinates.
I said I'd say I wrote the book on procrastination, but
Somebody else did it for you.
I did it later, yeah. So I was going to,
Technically, somebody else did write the book on procrastination, and an entire podcast thing on not writing, which you follow religiously.
to the letter. It's like, yep, I'm going to not write today.
Oh,
I'm going to think about maybe, perhaps, perchance, maybe. Okay, I thought about it.
Doing shit, yeah.
Yeah, no, doing shit's not really a thing this week. It's been a reasonably lazy week, if I'm being all fair, but it wasn't completely lazy. I'd managed to get some updates to Popular Stations done. I've migrated my to-do list from a really kind of dodgy Google spreadsheet over to Trello.
yay, Trello.
So that's looking all nice now, and that's all up live on the website as well.
So now we can call you Rimmer.
What?
Yes, Rimmer, that well-known
Rimmer.
user of Trello.
No, Rimmer, that well-known person who manages to lay everything out for his plan, then realise he doesn't have enough time to do his plan, so reorganises his plan,
Oh, no.
then realises he has to lay out his entire plan.
No, I've been updating the site quite consistently. It's been like the kind of the Milky Way. Yeah, it's the thing you can do between projects without ruining your project appetite.
I thought he was going astrological, then he
I
went
was
chocolate.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the chocolate, definitely the chocolate.
So outside of that,
No, so my work has been work flavoured as per usual. Did we do anything exciting on Tuesday?
Tuesday, no. Wednesday, I think, was your role play.
Yeah, no. Roleplays this week. This Wednesday coming up.
Oh, okay.
Looking forward to that. It should be fun because after what happened at the end of the previous session.
He murdered everyone.
No, we nearly got completely murdered. We got, I'd say we got let off the hook by GM bullshittery. It's like, all my players are about to die. What can I do to make them not die?
Yeah, well, the thing is, you create a situation, you let your players try to overcome it, but the idea is you allow the story to progress.
Yes.
Unless everyone wants their characters to die. If they want their characters to die, then yes, TPKO is fine.
Basically, you're playing Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
It's not. Will we make it to the end of the scenario? It's how long can you last?
Well, depending on the game, but the idea is it's like, oh yeah, I want to run a game over 6 sessions. You don't kill everyone on the first one. That's generally...
No, you wait until the
plan.
6th one and then you let one survive to tell the tale.
Yeah, but again, depends on the game.
Yes, and this is D&D 5th Ed, and so it's a beginner's campaign that Shades has run a few times, like 14 or 15 or something crazy.
Beginner's campaign using 5th edition. That's bold.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
And so, yeah, we've been doing it very differently to other people, apparently. But then he says that most groups do it differently anyway. There's no real kind of set way to do this. But so far, we're the only ones to have actually blown up one of the locations, one of the dungeons.
Blown it up as in literally blown it to pieces.
Yes.
Okay.
You clearly have not been trying hard enough. Or his parties clearly have not been trying. It's like, here's a dungeon. Can we pour molten lava down it? Where the fuck do you get molten lava?
Yeah.
Got it in a bucket. No.
Bucket.
Yeah, not allowed.
No, I did not give you an everlasting bucket of lava. You did. I've got it on my character sheet. Allow me to burn you.
Well, the character sheet's all digital anyway.
Still, allow me to burn you.
It's quite cool because there's a piece of software on Steam called Fantasy Grounds.
Fantasy what?
Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
Fantasy Grounds.
And you can either have an individual license or you can have a GM license. And they're
Ooh.
big and expensive, but it means that everyone else can connect using the demo client. So you get all the rule
not
books
too
and
bad.
everything in PDF format and stuff, and you can actually then basically share this with the group, and you can maintain everyone's character sheets. Everyone else can maintain their own character sheets as well. And
Kind of similar to what the D&D site or the D&D organisation offer, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
I've
but-
looked at the free stuff,
but a bit
not.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get the GM license and the full GM license, it's not cheap. It's about 130, 140 odd quid.
Understandable.
But yeah, because you get fully licensed editions of all of the works. So
You're paying for the books.
you're
mostly.
paying for the books, yes, and then you're paying
mate.
to let all of your players read the books
Ah.
because they don't have to pay a penny. You get to pay it all for them, which is good because it means you can have multiple groups,
Nice.
running and just use the one software. So it pays for itself in the long run.
Yeah. So Friday
Right, we did a stream. Yeah, that was a good fun stream as
Yes, it
well.
was.
burned you all in a fire.
Because it was Shadow the Hedgehog, and Hedgehog got to play as well.
Yes, I did, and I got to
And
commentate.
TK got to play as well.
Yeah, I got to play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was one of the few games that I could actually commentate on because I played it.
And then this weekend, this Friday coming up, it's going to be Mortal Kombat.
Friday night fights, yes. So we're going to be doing the fighting.
Mortal Kombat.
So we'll see a nice uptick of all the people going, can these people play this game? No.
But we could just sit there for the entire episode going, ja dee ja dee ja dee ja dee ja.
We can pull out characters that we've never played before and go, how the fuck do we do their fatalities again?
It's like, hey, remember Jarek? No, good.
no,
Here he
no.
is.
Remember who?
Exactly. Jarek.
Jarek.
Oh, Jarek.
From Mortal Kombat 4.
Oh, God.
You know,
And
those
people
well-known Mortal Kombats.
Like Kai and Tanya.
Also from Mortal Kombat 4.
Yes.
so well-known Mortal Kombats.
Of course, there was Bruce and Ryan.
Really?
No.
I was going to say.
And then the weekend
I was
came
going to
round.
say, yeah, I was like, I do not remember those guys, no.
The weekend came round, and it was
Yeah.
a case of, hey, have some rain.
Which I missed for the most part. I got a couple of drips on Sunday, but apart from that, okay. Saturday was nice. I popped into town with Froggy, and we saw a film, which I'll be talking about later for Done and Dusted.
Yep.
And then Sunday, it was a spot of chasing trains and relaxing a bit.
Very quick spot of chasing trains, if I recall.
Well, yeah, because I was listening to the Grand Prix, because it was Grand Prix Day. So I was listening to that on BBC Radio via the Google machine,
As you do.
as I do, and I heard a steam train go past. And I was like, damn it, I forgot that was this weekend. So checked train times and everything, and it's like, oh no, it's coming back a bit later. Awesome, I'll catch it then. And then, so I caught it in the afternoon going back again. But it was a run from Portsmouth to Brockenhurst and back. And then it gets to Portsmouth. It then disappears into a thing to the yard near Fratton, and then comes back again, and then goes back to London. So there's just outside Fratton Station. There is a rail webcam,
Yep.
and so I was waiting, using Traxi to see the location and real-time trains to see where it was and all that, and then using the webcam to just watch the steam train in Portsmouth. So I can chase trains from the comfort of my own home.
Dear me.
That's not chasing trains then, that's just watching them.
Well, you can watch Chariot trains, but considering the rest of the week has been rather awkward for the rail company so far, because it's like, oh shit, stuff's already gone wrong. Yay!
Everything is broken.
Everything is broken. Fuck yeah!
It's all Network Rail's fault.
Yep.
Always Network Rail's fault.
Good times.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So last week for myself,
Yep.
mostly work, really.
Odd
that. Yeah. Being stuck at home. There's been like a few deliveries that I had to rush around and grab. Mostly for my modelling, because I'm very close to actually finishing the shit that I've started
Hey!
a while ago. Well, I've been on and off painting because it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'm in the mood to paint, and then it's a case of right, I need to stand up, walk around.
Finish inhaling paint fumes.
They're not toxic, thank fuck. The glue, on the other hand, I'm not entirely sure.
Oh yeah, glue.
So yeah, I'm very nearly finished with those ones, thank God, and then I can start on the next batch of stuff I need to put together. In terms of the week, motivation's been slim because outside of Monday, I've not really done too many streams at all this week. Very hard to be motivated when it's a case of right, it's the afternoon.
Yeah. That's how I felt today after work. It's
Yes.
like, I got off work kind of nearly a half hour late.
Standard for you.
There's the radio tonight as well. Oh dear, I don't have the energy. Come down and sort everything out. I'll do it now so I can nap.
Yeah. Dear me. So yeah, it's been a little bit draining, but then it's coming towards the end of the month, so this is where things are supposed to be like picking up. So I've got this week where it's going to get fucking awful. And it's like, yeah, can you give us some help? Oh yes, we can give you these Muppets. Oh fuck.
That's not what I
I
wanted.
said help, not
Yeah.
hindrance. Give me someone who knows what they're doing that I don't have to tell them.
Unfortunately, most of the people now have come to the conclusion that I know exactly what's going on with the work, which is great. I do mostly.
Mostly.
Lovely. And I've told many of them how to do the job. Just wish they'd stop coming back to me when it's a case of, you see the thing, that's what you got to do. Don't understand. No. That's what you got to do. I'm fucking busy. I'm up to my eyeballs. Let me just fucking do my job. It's very hard to be like the source point contact for stuff when it's like, wow, I've got a lot of work to do today. Shit. But that's all right. I've got this weekend off at Brighton, so it's like evening stay Saturday, Sunday. But effectively, it'll mean these
So you're
two.
going to be out of the house.
I am going to be away with Jules, so you
I
two
see.
are going to have to be motherfucking adults over the weekend.
What, this weekend coming up?
This weekend coming, yeah, and you're
Oh,
going to
that's the
have
same,
to.
because on Saturday I'm in Woking.
Oh,
So I'll be
That's
coming back to
fine.
an empty house and going, hello.
I'm not staying overnight, but... And then on Sunday, I'm off to go and see Froggy, so...
Ah.
well, this will cause issues for the shopping.
Just shop online.
Well, that's the shit that you two have got to sort
Well,
out.
because I'm going to be at work on the Saturday.
Like I
won't
said,
be-
that's the shit you two have got to sort out. We're off the weekend. But yeah,
Aren't we
so
all?
that's pretty much the plan for this weekend. It's all been booked, thank God. It was quite easy after doing a little bit of a search and then sorting out train tickets, which I have to pick up at the station. Online check-in,
Yep.
all good fun.
And... Wait, where are you going?
Brighton. We've never been to Brighton, so we're doing like a trip there. So it'll be like train up, have the afternoon. Fingers crossed, it's not too bad. See if there's somewhere where we can eat. If the pier and if the beach is fine, we'll wander around there, and then back on Sunday. It's like an hour train trip, so it's not exactly the fastest of things. So that's all been booked, and then then another week of work, and then it's the first week of July, proper. So it's then holiday.
Ah.
Yes.
What's your plan?
Our plan, depending on whether or not everything's been relaxed, will be potentially going out to places because there's a nice
Ooh.
Italian restaurant relatively close, Pacini's in Shirley,
Yes.
that we want to go to. Potentially, I just want to wander around Southampton for at least a couple of days. And maybe further afield, but that's the first week, and then it's 2 weeks of work where it will be a case of, hey, this is the guy who came back to do work whilst you went off on holiday. I know, isn't it great? I've only got 2 weeks of me, and then I'm off on holiday.
Really?
Yeah, end of July, we've got our second week's holiday because couldn't book our fucking anniversary week because god damn it, fucking bloody booking shit when everyone's booking holiday. It's like potentially everything's up and everything's ready again. No.
Nope.
So yeah, I mean, I don't tend to book like a year in advance. I tend to book up to maybe 6 months, if that, and usually that's fine. But of course, with the current situation,
Not fine.
no. Especially seeing as we've still got turnover, so there's people still leaving, which is like
God.
fan fucking tastic because it's like, okay, cool, people who know how to do the job are leaving.
Yeah.
We're gonna have new people. We're gonna have new people.
Yes, today I had a couple of emails from people who were leaving, and it's like, oh, we've lost a couple more.
Oh.
But they get
That's right. You get new people who then get trained, and then everyone tells them, "Hey, that guy knows what he's doing. Make sure you ask him for advice." I will murder you in your sleep.
Well, occasionally I get asked, hey, can you buddy these guys?
I've done buddying. It's not that bad. It's just when you go, and for the 100th time,
Yeah, but
this is how you do it.
The difference is, the company has a style.
Yes.
I have my own.
Yes.
The company are happy to put up with this to a point.
You can't teach it, though.
Exactly.
No.
And it's like, so whenever I'm buddying, I'm like, hey, you see what I'm doing?
Don't
Don't.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the best bit is like, what I am doing is effectively stuff so that when I pick up the case afterwards, I'm fine. I am 100% aware when you do it, you're not going to do it like I do it. And yet somehow you will piss me off. So do what's needed, and if I tell you to do something, do that. But fully expect that you're going to change it later on.
Well, see, when I was last doing buddying, I was given 2 people to buddy,
Yeah.
which was quite rare. They don't normally do that. But they were reasonably, they made reasonable good friends with each other over the course of the training that they'd gone through.
Yeah.
And I discovered they were quite competitive.
Oh.
That made buddying so much easier.
Oh. What, you just play them off against each other?
Exactly.
Oh.
I basically went to my boss, well, my assistant manager, and was like, you know the cool audit sheets that we have to go through? Can you print me off a few blank ones?
Yep.
And then just made them audit each other's calls.
It is actually a good way of getting, if you ever you end up in that situation, it's a good way of getting people to understand what the fuck's going on to the point where they will reduce mistakes. Because QA exist in this little bubble. Oh, don't I know they exist in a little bubble? And then they do that, and when they do their audits, they've got their own shit. And if you understand that, that's brilliant. Then when in the real world, when it's a case of, you were asked for this. So clearly this reference a year ago was what they were talking about. No. Because 1, it's a year ago. 2, it's not the fucking plan I was looking at. Push that feedback back. Oh, we'll look into it for you. You will. Because I'm not going to accept. Oh, we were right from you at this point.
Should we move on?
Yeah, we'll move
Oh,
on. One day I'll
grief.
get quality feedback where I go, yeah, I'll accept that. One day.
One day.
One day. Oh, what's the time? So it's nearly 9 o'clock. So we play Jackbox games. I feel it's going to be a chilled session.
Yep.
So it might be the hosts playing with themselves on camera.
Yeah, but what about Jackbox?
So is there a game that we can play?
There is, and there is also a jingle.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
It is.
Gaspionage.
Guess.
Vivoi!
VVHY. Or
Why?
Y if you separate the W down the middle. Lengthways.
Why?
We don't have Prince Albert in the kingdom.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quiet game. But if there is anyone out there who wants to play,
Invite the new guy.
aim
should.
your internet-enabled device to jackbox.tv. Enter the room code Victory Hotel Yankee. Give yourself a silly little name, and you can join us playing a very strange game.
Comfy, Quicksilver, Condoleezza,
We have
Quail
one
egg.
extra
They'll say,
person.
hey, quail egg. Wanna
C'est
go to
moi,
lunch, Corky?
they say.
Condiment?
Is that not you then, Hedge?
How
It is
about
not
No,
Hedge.
she's not.
walking over and
It's not
saying,
Hedge.
hey, I'm Warren. I'm sorry, but I can't remember your name.
We can normally guess when it's Hedge.
Did you say Christmas, but
Hedgy,
sort
hedgy.
of muttered,
Hedgy,
so he
hedge.
thinks you said his name?
Sure. And if
Instead
it's
of a
wrong,
hedge.
Oh yeah, of
I'll
course. It
Brian
didn't
to
pick
do
his
it.
regular character. So
Instead of a box hedge,
Hey,
it's a
Chris
hedgy hedge.
Summonin.
Yes.
I hate you guys.
He's Arnold.
Tad loud.
Arnold
Hedgy.
Rimmer.
Is it?
He's more
Feels like
reliable
it.
than a garden strimmer. And if
I will,
you play your cards right, then
bring it down a little
might
bit then.
come round for dinner.
Is that any better?
Hello.
As the phone call comes through.
Sure thing. What's your password?
We don't normally have the
Your
background
name is
noise
your
that
password?
loud. I feel it's not that prevalent.
Are you serious?
Oh, we have
That can be
Biohazard
hacked in
9.
11
Ooh.
nanoseconds.
X9.
Oh. Hello.
Ah! Cosmic, bonjour mes amis. Ah, Cosmic et c'est moi à la gaspillage.
Ah,
God,
Sure,
you set him
Cosmic.
off.
Ah, mon ami pour les États-Unis.
Oh, it's going to be like this all evening, and we won't know what the fuck to do with him.
Bonjour, Monsieur Cosmic. Ah, jouez avec la piano. Le tink, le tink, le tink, le tink.
We don't have enough fucking mayonnaise in the house
Can't
now.
decide if racist or...
And wrote that yourself with a
Should we be banning Hedgie? Oh, should we be cancelling Hedgie?
Okay.
I'm not,
See you
I'm
later.
not entirely sure
Sonia.
cancelling Hedgie will help.
And also, it's against the French, so do I really care?
Isn't that racist? Saying that you don't care about another
What's with the new vending
demographic?
machine?
Yeah, but I'm English, so it's kind of a traditional thing.
Soda.
Does that mean that all English are
The
racist?
soda's encrypted now.
Oh no, because otherwise it would mean all French are racist as well, because they hate the English just as much.
When you start to look into cultural divides,
Yeah.
it's very strange how a large number of countries have angst against other countries, particularly in regards to
Attention
war.
all
So
agents.
it's like
The
everyone
winner
goes,
of the
oh, but
4
we can all be
days,
friends
4 nights,
together.
all-inclusive vacation to the
Yeah,
Area
no,
51
good luck with
Golf
that.
Resort and Spa.
Well,
Is
I
Agent
believe the
Aleno.
beef the
Please
English and the
report to
French
the
have
front
against
desk
each
to
other
let us
is
know
something
your
called the
preferred
100
dates,
Years' War.
as well as your head size, so we can get a dark sack that properly restricts
that
all
and
vision.
the tendency for the French to throw up a white flag and surrender every time a war starts?
Not necessarily. I mean, when it was Napoleon Bonaparte running the show, he was quite effective against most people.
Yes, he was.
He was actually really effective. I enjoyed
He
studying
was a
his
very,
military
he was a
tactics.
very,
Hey, Warren, can you do me
he was a
huge
very
favor?
intelligent
I'm
general.
not calling
Yeah.
you
The only problem was he
Come
had this
on. I don't have an
sort of
ex-girlfriend
strange
who
habit
works
of
there. Why?
breaking various
I need an
laws.
autographed headshot of Colin Powell.
Well,
If you ever
invading
watch the-
countries. Invading
Yeah, there you
countries.
go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Watch
I already
the
got
oversimplified
Madeline
video. It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cosmic says he's
Cosmic
got-
says I have
Phase.
angst against
It's
the
a
US,
phase.
and yet
It's
you
your
still
birthday.
live there.
Fine.
Stroke
You own
beard.
3 Pentagon
Well, the
cities.
US is technically
I
like
don't know
Europe,
anyone at the
only
Pentagon.
they've
Make it
not
happen.
quite gotten to the point that Europe is at, where it's a case of we all
Cosmic,
hate each other.
come live here. We like you.
Yeah, come
Yes.
to stay in the UK.
You're an Anglophile. Come be a true Anglo. Join us here. Bring rhubarb with you. We like rhubarb.
It's his dog, isn't it?
No, that's his husband.
Oh, okay.
What does that mean? That's the alarm that goes off in the world's man bun
I live in a community where rhubarb can be the name
We
of
head to the basement
pet,
and we wait it out.
food,
Okay, everybody.
partner, etc.
Whereas I live in a community where it could be pet, food, partner, or partner who's also a pet. But not in that way.
And cartoon character.
Or
Must
cartoon
not forget
character.
cartoon character. I'd like to introduce you to rhubarb. Hang on, I need to get my head around this concept.
Hey, Dimitri, you watch The Americans?
Yes,
Right then.
every day.
I'm not
Yeah.
seeing anybody in
No,
YouTube
no.
saying, please hold from
makeup
starting
and
yet.
I think that's it.
I think we're good to go. Let's go.
Right?
I don't know. I look at metadata. I don't know.
Activate.
This is where we see if the
Hello
volume
from
is...
the government.
Oh, no,
Feel free
this
to
is good.
wave. We're watching everything.
Sounds a little
People
quiet,
eating
Myers.
ice cream eating people, you name it. This is very sensitive info. We've sworn to protect. Sorry, hard to say that straight. We use it to play espionage.
The standard music is louder than the talking.
Yes, pretty much.
Let the espionage begin.
At least it's not bad as
Who's up
Murder
first?
Party.
Alright.
All right, surveillance.
But I had
Bureau,
the next
what do you
lines up
have
first.
for this?
So, in case you've not played this before,
Yeah.
you'll be given a question. And then you've got to guess what percentage of people answer the question in a
What
certain
percentage
way.
I
of
feel
people
there's
go
a
to a
tendency
Starbucks
for a
every
more
day
American
before work?
leaning.
Ooh.
Try to guess the correct
Oh
percentage.
god, not
as
in this
close as
country.
you can.
Well,
the closer
no,
your guess is,
maybe.
the correct percentage.
So,
the more
what
points you
percentage
earn.
of people surveyed over the internet went to Starbucks every day before work?
It's worse in America because America has more coffee shops that are like
You're
little
almost out of time.
bistros.
We have an answer.
I would say
70%. Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher
I'm
or
going to say lower.
I think it's a little lower.
I think it's about 25%.
across
Yeah,
Because
the
I think
board.
some
And the
people will go
correct
to
answer
Dunkin'
is
Donuts, some people will go to Costa, and some.
Oh
Wow! Holy
Okay.
We're
shit!
within 30%, so no
Wow!
That's some serious
lower.
embarrassment about Starbucks
points
then.
for you.
Either that or everyone who was
Well,
online
every
was
day.
hipsters.
I mean, that's
Okay,
that's
who's up
real, you know,
Expensive.
loyal customers.
I've got someone I follow on
Thank you.
Twitter who goes to Starbucks every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, televised fishing. Boat sitting as drama.
What percentage of people have watched fishing shows on TV?
God, they even tried airing that in
Is
this
this the
country.
1% game?
No, it's going to be higher than I put because you want to know the worst thing?
Yeah.
Those fishing shows are really oddly fucking entertaining and sometimes come on at the ridiculous times of the night.
35%.
Doesn't matter what
Okay,
percentage
higher
I
or
put,
lower?
I know it's going to be fucking higher.
God.
I think a little lower. I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe 25%.
It's when they give them ridiculous things like
It's unanimous
super
again.
competitive fishing.
Okay,
It's like,
let's
what?
see the right answer.
Oh,
higher.
43!
Out of the way.
See,
fucking
there are
higher.
many layers to people.
Wow.
Some of those shows are really interesting and cool. That's the
Yikes.
worst thing.
No one guessed correctly. Woof.
They have production quality and everything.
Who's next?
It's me!
Yes.
The doggo.
Yes.
Oh, here's one we've been especially interested in. Don't ask why.
Office junk food.
I was worried when it went junk.
It's my specialist subject.
Office junk.
What
Yeah.
percentage of people keep personal junk food stashes at their places of employment?
Whatever.
This is tailor-made for you,
Whatever
isn't it?
percentage.
Yeah,
we
right
put,
there, I think-
yeah, whatever percentage we put will not be enough. I feel. Although even at my place, which is supposed to be
I
healthy.
think it's not a case of how many do, it's how many will admit to it.
Yes. Well, if it's anonymous, you know,
Time now.
you don't.
Yeah, that's what I think.
70%. Okay,
Maybe a
higher or
little
lower?
bit lower, but I'm worried it's higher.
I don't think it's going to be higher.
I would not be surprised if it's
Okay,
higher.
let's see the right answer.
Oh
36%.
wow!
Wow, people
Okay.
don't want to admit to it.
No.
Your guess wasn't within 30% of the
Oh, you
correct
didn't get any
answer.
points.
So
I
you
work
don't
in an
get
office,
any
and
points.
if you're not careful when
Let's
you
see
move
who got it
desks,
right.
you discover
Here's
how
some
much
points.
shit people keep in their
Yeah.
cupboards.
I work in an office. You see all of the stashes.
Next up.
Hi, Dad.
It's me.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
Signatures.
How many of you now sign as a straight line?
What percentage of people consider their signatures to be very legible?
So about 4%.
Oh, God.
I started with a legible signature. It ain't no more. I mean, Terry Pratchett actually had a book place to keep a record of all of his signatures, and it slowly, across time, became more and more just like a single line.
Yes.
What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna say lower. Lower's been quite successful.
Oh.
Trouble is, it's been consider their signatures
Yes.
legible. Whether or not they're actually legible is beside the
even
point.
split.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
probably gonna
right
buck
answer
the trend,
is-
but I'm going lower.
19%.
And the other 81% are doctors.
Oh, I was just in there.
Who got it right? Well done. You get points.
Well, I'm not winning this game.
Who's next?
God knows how the fuck I'm
Yeah,
winning. This is
it's
ridiculous.
This one's worth
The lottery.
mega millions.
The lottery.
Lottery.
Monorail.
What percentage of people have spent more than $10 on lottery tickets at one time?
Very Americanized. So at one time, I barely spend £1. Trouble is, I also had people who I knew who worked in shops, and yeah,
28%. All right.
it was
what do you
silly.
think?
I'd say that in America, that's got to be higher. I know a lot of people that, because you've got Powerball, you've got scratch offs, you've got, and I reckon loads of people play different ones. So I think they probably
Running
put
out
in a
of
lot
30%.
more.
Everyone says higher except for one of you. And Surveil says
Yeah.
42.
42%.
Yeah.
Don't forget to play 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, and 42.
Tut tut tut.
Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you.
Yeah, I got some points at last.
But it's round one. The points don't really matter in round one.
True. It's round 3 where they count.
Let's see who's in the lead after round 1.
So many games have been stolen at round 3.
Yes.
Hi, Dad.
Time
Mr.
for round
Xavier
2.
is winning.
Yeah, that means nothing.
I'm joint last with Bio.
First up,
We have a coffee conversation going on, chat. I'm
We do.
let's
ignoring
get
it
into
for now.
it, shall we?
Toothbrushes.
Oh, don't tell me people
What
share.
percentage of people have used a significant other's toothbrush?
Here's the thing. You kiss that person. What is the problem?
You're not cleaning their teeth with your tongue.
You're obviously not kissing well enough.
You're not rooting round in all the nasty ass corners.
You're almost out of time.
You are
Okay,
not
we have a
literally
guess.
going into the
40%.
corners of the mouth
In
with your
round 2, you
tongue.
can now guess much higher or much lower. Pick one of those if you think the answer is off by 15% or more. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll get nothing.
Oh god, this is the split, so
I'm hoping to God it's lower.
I could risk it. I don't. I want to say it's much lower, but I'm going to go for lower.
And the correct answer is
38%. You were right to go not
just
much
missed
lower.
by 2%.
That is
Nice
a good
guess.
split.
off. That's pretty
that's
good.
A lot of points there.
Yes.
You got it right. Here's some points.
Yep.
Okay, who's up next?
It's Mr. Xavier.
Mr. I have all the points.
Yeah.
Yes. Not
But
relevant.
wait, there's more.
Infomercials. Home shopping products.
What percentage of people have bought as seen on TV or infomercial products?
Hedgie has.
Higher than I would expect because again,
You want to see how good this is? I sawed this boat in half.
30%. Everyone else,
Hedgie bought a
higher or
juicer.
lower?
well, the worst thing is we've got multiple as seen on TV products that are sold from catalogs.
It's unanimous again. And Surveil says
America, it's going to be ridiculous,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Whoa!
66%. Terrible guess. You need to be within 30% to get points.
I should have gone much higher.
Let's see who got it right. Smart, yes. Here's your points.
Yes.
And what have we here? Good job. Double points for guessing much higher.
Putting TK in the bottom
Next
category.
up.
But he is now next.
Yes, he is.
He has a chance to earn
Obviously,
points.
this question is not
A
about
topic
Becky.
TK knows well.
What percentage of women wear hats to hide bad hair days?
To be honest, what percentage of men wear hats to hide bad hair days?
No, men
And
wear hats to avoid
Oi.
bald spots.
TK's.
I got kicked out of the game. There we go. I'm back.
TK,
Hey.
you've got less time.
I don't know. This many.
Time
Sod it.
now, 39%. Everyone
Yeah,
else,
I'm gonna
higher
say
or lower?
higher. Because as much as men are vain, women are quite vain.
I'm going to gamble.
Oh, he's gone
risking it for
super
a
high.
biscuit.
Yeah, I'm going gamble.
Now let's get to the right
I
answer.
mean, this will put him slightly above everyone.
Oh!
27%.
Sucks.
Still
Boy,
better than
shot.
wearing hats to hide no hair days.
I get points. Woohoo! Not many, but some.
Is this thing
And nobody else
broken?
does 'cause it
no,
was lower.
You were all just wrong. Who's next?
It's me.
Still last.
I'm going to search for.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh, God.
God, the cesspool that is social media.
The cancer that is Twitter.
What percentage of people have over 1,000 Twitter followers?
Have you hit over 1,000 now, TK?
I've got over 2,400
Wow.
on one of my accounts.
God, this is a tough one.
The trouble is that most of the people who are most active on Twitter are the crazies who tend to follow each other. So,
We're almost out of
you know.
time.
I reckon this is probably about
50%.
50.
Everyone pick.
I think it's
Higher or
got
lower?
to be around that kind of thing.
Trouble is, it's of the people surveyed,
Yeah.
which makes it almost impossible to tell.
Yeah. I mean, if it's teenagers, they might
One of
have
you is
over
saying higher.
1,000.
And the correct answer is.
Whoa!
5%. Or as we call them at the agency, dangerous charismatic cult leaders.
They think
Wow,
over
45%.
Wow, they think
Yeah.
over
I got some points
1,000
for you.
is okay. That's
That makes me a dangerous, charismatic cult leader.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, who's up next?
And now I'm lost.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Wigs.
Very hair focused today.
What percentage of people own wigs of any kind?
Ooh. Well, I mean, if you're a actor or a dancer, then you've probably got one.
It's not going to be huge, I would say, but
No,
there's
not
going to be a
really.
number.
Time's a wasting. 35%.
35%.
What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
We like the 35s. We feel safe with the 35s.
I think it's got to be lower. I don't think there's.
I'm
gotta
going
be-
lower.
One of you thinks it's higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
28.
28%.
We're right to go lower.
Merkins counts. I don't see why not.
Nice, good points.
And he's in the lead.
Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. As for you, that's too bad. Double downs only count if the answer is off by 15% or more.
Alas. And it's the
It's
final
time
round.
for
Final round where
Final
potentially the
Through
entire thing is going to
sophisticated
be
population
decided again.
profiling, we found the most popular answers to this question. What breed of dog would people least like to meet in a dark alley?
Ooh.
The data's in.
Would least like to meet. Okay.
None of
You
them.
get
I want to
three
meet them
guesses.
all.
Try to pick the most
Oh,
popular
this is
answers
really
to get the
difficult
most
because I
points.
don't.
Ready? Go!
Least like to meet in a dark alley. Right. I think. So, first of three.
Yeah,
I'm
this
torn
is,
between two from the
this
last
is
one.
American
Yeah.
bent, so I don't know how much Pitbull and Rottweiler.
Remember,
Would
you can
be-
pick 3 answers, not
Well,
just one.
I've got for those 3. Let's see how well they do.
Okay, let's see what you picked.
Oh, a lot of people for Rottweiler and Pitbull. Mastiff, German Shepherd,
And what are the
Doberman.
most popular answers?
Yep. Okay, Mastiff, that's a bit odd.
Ooh, Rottweiler.
Rottweiler, Doberman.
Pitbull!
I believe Simwa has got it.
Let's see.
I was very tempted to go with the
Final scores.
Let's see who's the head honcho.
Yeah, and come last.
Yeah, I got 4th! Yay!
We were all-
Winner,
we were all in
Mr.
the
Cosmic.
10. We were in the 10
Congratulations!
now.
As a bonus prize, I'll tell you which presidents were really robots.
Hey!
So let's have a quick look at the leaderboard there.
Yes.
And the battery level's low. Probably charge that.
Yeah.
Yes, you should.
Well, there, from winning the first
So,
round to
my-
coming dead last at the end, we have Mr. Xavier there.
Myself and Biohazard 9 were the highest with the average percentage of. And Mr. Cosmic was only off by 11%, which, you know,
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Well, considering I didn't get any points at all in the first round, to be 23% off as an average wasn't too bad.
No. But then points in the first round is pretty irrelevant.
Yeah, it would have
Thing.
knocked out the overall percentage. But let's bring it back to the studio
Yes.
so we can set up the next game.
And hello again. Welcome
Sheer
back.
luck, says Cosmic. You won. It was good.
Skill of the percentages. The numbers were on your side, as they say.
It's on your side. On the
on the left.
On the left.
Well,
it's
pick
a
a direction.
side.
On the on the kind of west southwest.
On the opposite platform. There we go.
Yeah, platform change at the last minute,
Yeah.
which is the worst thing.
Oh, bugger that fucking hoo-ha. You need to go over to the other platform. Okay. You need to go over to the other
Yes.
platform.
It's now
Okay.
15:45. The train scheduled to arrive at 15:46 will now be going from platform 4. What?
Which is a couple of streets away. Thank you, London.
And you're on platform 11.
That was the worst thing I ever encountered. It was like, right, you need this platform. Cool, where is it? In the other station. What do you mean the other station?
This is the station. Yes. Where? Yeah.
This is one side of the station on this side of the road.
You need
on
you
the
need
other
you need
side.
platform 4A, which is underground. What?
Oh yeah, and then add underground as well on top of that. It's like
That's
Jesus.
basically that is
London in a nutshell. London
no, it's
in
one
a
in
nutshell.
it's one in Japan I went to, which is God, I can't remember the name of the damn station. Try and find it.
Akihabara?
I mean, think about
No.
Hammersmith.
Do I have to?
Hammersmith exists on the Circle Line, the District Line, and also the a couple of other lines as well,
Yeah.
including Metropolitan Line. One building of thing is on the Circle Line.
Yep.
The other one is on the District Line.
Yep.
However, if you follow both the Circle and the District Line, they meet. And it's like, okay, so if I want to go to Hammersmith, I can either go all the way around this way or all the way around the other way. But either way, I can pretty much travel on a Circle Line train and still manage to, bar changing at the last minute, kind of get to the District Line station, which is across the road. Same with, I think it's either Paddington or King's Cross. It's a split station. And no, it's Paddington, because the Circle Line goes to both of them. One of them's tied to the Bakerloo line, and the other one's tied to the northern part of the Circle line, the district lines, all that kind of jazz up north. It's all good fun.
Shinjuku is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's the world's busiest railway station. Yep. Has over 200 exits.
We've mentioned this on the show before. But
it's absolutely terrifying.
And on to the jingle.
Ooh.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
It's not, that's a lie. I pressed the wrong button. Instead, we have Fibbage 3.
Although I haven't played Cards Against Humanity now for a fucking age.
And the room code for Fibbage 3 is LPLX. So, we'll wait for
Liplex.
Hedgie to make some kind of rude anagram out of that.
Liplex.
And if anybody else wants to play some Fibbage with us, we'll keep this on for a minute or two just to...
Llamas play large xylophones. Hockey, hockey, ho.
Large potatoes look xenophobic.
They look like large potatoes, to be fair. TK sat quietly jingling along to the jingling song.
I'm going
Jingling along.
I am. Just quiet.
Are you jingling today, sir?
I'm having a groove.
Will you be dinging and donging this week, sir? Will you be ringing your significant other's bell?
When comedy was good.
The Fast Show, yeah.
And then Hedgie repeats it.
And made it bad.
It's really annoying because there were some really good fucking jokes in the Fast Show.
London physicians love X-rays, says Cosmic. Yes, they do.
They do, because they're fucking expensive. Don't look at your bills if ever you do health insurance. I just went in for an X-ray. Yes, you did. This is how much it cost. Oh.
Lots of people love explosions.
Except those who are in it.
Or those who can actually spell explosion.
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 It's the extreme version.
Extremes.
That was the worst trend ever in like the 90s.
What, spelling things with X?
Yeah.
X-stream, yeah.
X-scape. Michael Jackson looking at you.
Sonic Extreme, yeah.
Well, it was all the fucking wrestling at the time, because wrestling really took off around about then. And it was like a real big thing.
If you want to play but you're not quite ready, put a note either in Discord or on the YouTube channel, because we're going to start shortly.
Give us a shout. Yeah, company health insurance and life insurance are fantastic things. If you haven't gotten yourself onto that, get yourself onto that.
I'm on it, but I've never had to use it.
Be glad.
Because the NHS is just good enough.
Well, you say that, but any incidental physio or anything like that, it's very good to use for.
Oh, okay, I'll bear that in mind if I ever need it. But I'm going to start, because I don't think anyone else is coming, and apparently my DualShock might not last long enough, so let's press the button.
Liplex.
The game starts.
Fibbage 3.
Boom.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, but my friends call me Razor. Not to my face, but I'm pretty sure it's catching on. I see there are 4 of you playing. I mean, technically there are 5 of you, but I feel like one of you isn't as invested as everybody else. Oh, and if anybody else wants to join, they can get in the audience at any time. The audience gets to throw extra lies into the mix and guess the truth along with players. Okay, here we go.
Join the audience.
I feel called out somehow. Round 1.
Where
This
the points
is
don't
round
matter.
1, and that means you get 500 for each player you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll score 1,000 for finding the truth.
So basically, choose a category, Hedgie, and then we all make up some lies.
Stockholm. Multi-purpose.
Fitness secrets.
First up, a 2017 study from Keele University in the UK claims that you can get in better physical shape if you blank.
Keele.
Now, on your device, type out a good lie that you think other players might believe is true. If you're stuck, for half the points, you can hit the Lie For Me button and get a suggestion. Do it.
Let's see. Physical shape.
Yep, mine's a lie. Oh, we've got some lies creeping in.
Yep. Trouble is, 2017 is close enough for us to not remember any news like that if it ever came
Okay,
across our
those are the
thing.
choices. Touch the truth on your device now.
So, the 2017 study from Keele University in the UK claims you can get in better physical shape if you fast overnight, use swear words, read science fiction, meditate, do housework, or sleep more.
This one's a really hard one because there's a lot of sensible answers.
I'm going to go for the stupidest answer, because sometimes that works and it's the actual truth.
All right, let's see what you guys picked.
Do housework.
I've got some points. Thank you. Because that was my lie.
That's TK Tiger's lie. Read science fiction.
I nearly went for that one.
That was Biohazard's lie. Sleep more.
A lie?
That is Cosmic's lie.
Good lie.
And
You swear words. I went for that.
Is it the truth? It is.
Which explains why I've been getting so jacked from opening jars of mayo.
The tactic never fails. Well, it does fail quite frequently, but...
The tactic never fails except when it does.
Yeah,
okay.
Much. Savoir.
Time to
Pick a category.
To choose.
Billiards.
Sensible bands.
As opposed to nonsensical
Try this
bands?
one.
Yes.
In the
What, you mean
interest
Ray-Bans?
of national security, Ukraine instituted a May 2017 ban on blank entering the country.
Ooh.
Enter your lies now.
Ukraine.
Yep.
So, not Russia then.
National security. What could it be?
Okay, where's the truth?
Yeah, everyone went.
So, who's going to read this one?
So, in the interest of national security, Ukraine instituted a May 2017 ban on the French entering the country. Or did they ban sausages, Russia, Steven Seagal, cake, or Russian singers?
I'll be honest, I think the ban in 2017 on Russia may have been ineffective. A bit too soon, though, I feel.
And what did people pick?
Russian singers got 2 votes.
It is a lie.
Let's say it was lie.
Cosmic's lie.
Russia.
It is a lie.
It was my lie.
Take a Tiger's lie.
Steven Seagal was the
truth.
stupidest answer and therefore the truth.
Good
Some
lord.
say it's because of Seagal's associations with Russia, but I'm betting they finally saw the Glimmer Man.
Good lord.
So far, I'm 2 for 2 with my tactic.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not doing badly here. It can't last forever.
And Biohazard 9 gets to
All right,
choose.
choose a category.
11-day humble beginnings fixed.
6-11 day.
All right, here it is. According to some odd stats provided by the search engine Bing, in 2016, the average person spent $26 on blank for Valentine's Day. Write your lies now.
Well, there's a couple of obvious answers that come to mind. So,
Not that one.
Oh, that one either.
$26 seems a very,
yeah.
very specific amount.
Well, it's an average, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say roses, but roses are fucking expensive.
Yes, they are.
Unless they bought just the one.
Just the one rose.
Which is also
18
fucking
rose.
expensive.
About
Yeah.
$26 on average.
Okay, take a look and find the truth.
Okay, so on average in 2016, the person spent $26 on their pet for Valentine's Day. Emoji cards, their grandparents, chocolate, liqueur, or underwear. So was it their pet apology cards, their grandparents, chocolate, liqueur, or underwear?
Oh, I'm going to go for the stupid answer again, because you never know, I might get a hat trick. I doubt it, but I might.
Let's see how things shook out.
Apology cards.
And that was...
That was their lie.
Okay.
There's a good reason for this. The
Their
grandparents.
grandparents.
Hooray!
Biohazard lie. Chocolate. That was my lie.
It was my lie as well.
DK's lie.
Oh.
So that's why
And
we
it was
saw.
also
That's why we saw them with their lie.
Yes.
Was that planned?
They had to make up the numbers.
They're pets. I got it right.
Hey.
Good lord.
And it most likely led to some heavy petting.
Oh, get out.
Let's hope it didn't.
Get out.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, so Milo takes the lead.
Yes.
Round 2.
Hey,
Now for round
points
2,
matter.
where the stakes are doubled.
Yeah.
Russian time.
Speaking of Russia,
Ooh.
It's like they're watching.
this is going to be awful.
A Russian phrase about how treating people nicely gets you further in life is translated as an affectionate calf blank. Okay, enter your lies.
Well, this should be interesting.
Oh, that's not the word. It's probably something like an affectionate calf kicks the shit out of you, because the Russian translation is bullshit.
Who hasn't finished? Oh, there we go. Everyone's finished.
All right,
So,
where's
the Russian
the truth?
phrase about how treating people nicely gets you further in life is translated as: an affectionate calf gives more milk, an affectionate calf suckles, an affectionate calf craps in your field, an affectionate calf milks itself, sucks two mothers, or shares a teat. Sucks two mothers. My God.
Simultaneously.
Right, which one is the batshit one? That's the one we go for.
Yep, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Well, I can't go for anything else. So,
I love this part.
so shares a teat.
Is that why I went for it?
It was my lie.
It was Hedgie's lie. Well done, Hedgie.
Milks itself.
Not as patched as the one I went for.
Craps in your
Craps
field?
in your field.
Hey.
No.
Thank you, that was my
Oh,
lie.
yay!
Sucks two mothers. I went for the batshit one.
You suck two mothers.
That's a 75% success rate so
Oh
far.
my God.
Well, to be honest, the Russian one is more of a case of, yeah, well, it's crazy. It is flat out crazy.
PK Tiger's Tail.
Okay, pick a category.
I quite like
Dangerous job. Ooh.
Here's the question. Statistically, the most dangerous job in America
Oh,
is
shit, I should know this.
blank.
Ooh.
All right, type in your lies.
Ooh. Okay, it's not that.
It's not that.
All right, pick the truth.
So, the most dangerous job in America is postman, president, driver, firefighter, taxi driver, or butcher.
Ooh.
President, driver,
These are all sensible.
postman, firefighter, taxi driver, or butcher.
Yes, they're all jobs.
I'm also feeling there's a repeat answer.
I'm torn between two. So I'm going to go for this one.
Yep.
Okay, let's take a look.
Ah,
Postman.
balls. It's not that one.
Oh, God.
It was I'm a Mike's lie.
That was a
Well
good
done.
lie.
Told every sucker in the room. Nice.
Damn. Butcher.
It's going to be a lie.
Biohazard's lie.
There's no way I'd get
Well,
everything.
there it is.
Oh my God, president.
That was not on my list.
18% of them have died on the job, more than any other profession.
Of course, it should be obvious. They've all been assassinated.
They've not all been assassinated.
Okay, some of them.
There has been a higher percentage. Jesus.
Including Andrew Garfield, who who held the post for 13 days before cacking it.
I got to 60. I got
Give
the
me a
second.
category.
Wow.
Not from last to second in one question.
Yes.
Jesus.
Humble beginnings. That sounds like
Okay,
you.
here's the question. Believe it or not, Flamin' Hot Cheetos were not invented by a brilliant scientist, but rather a blank.
Ooh.
Type in your lies now.
Oh, I'm too close to the truth. Shit. I actually have the right answer. Okay. Well, no, I'm picking when I see the answers later.
I thought I knew what it was, but it turned out I was wrong.
I can't spell my answer. Shit. I've got time to look it up.
I'm interested to see why they think brilliant scientists would invent flaming hot Cheetos, to be fair.
Ah, there's two people. Hurry up,
He's in the red. In the red.
I'm in. I'm safe.
How the hell did you take so long to get in?
His internet mode. Oh, there we go. Just with a pixel.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
TK?
Yep, I found it.
Yeah, no, it's your turn.
To read.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, flaming hot Cheetos were not invented by brilliant scientists, but rather a farmer, a janitor, a stoner, a dishwasher, a teenager, or a secretary. I'm going to refrain from commenting further because I know the answer according to the game.
Well, that's fine. We've gone in.
Let's see what everybody selected.
So,
Stoner. 1 vote. It was Xavier's lie.
Mr. Xavier's lie.
Need the points.
Janitor. Everybody else. It's the truth.
It's the truth, yeah.
He's now an executive vice president. So work hard and eat lots of snacks, kids.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What did you put in then?
I put janitor a first time.
Yeah.
And then it was forced to change it, so I went to secretary. But then realised I couldn't spell secretary. So I had to go look it up.
This is the final
Oh,
pivot.
God,
One
so
question left for triple the points.
potentially-
Good luck.
TK could be defeated.
This is where I lose it.
1907, Kellogg's had a promotion offering women a free box of cornflakes if they blank at their blank. Ooh, write your lies now.
Ooh. Ooh, interesting.
I have nothing.
1907.
1907.
Blank at their blank.
Well, I'm going for that and see what happens.
Okay, seek the truth.
So, 1907, Kellogg's had a promotion offering women a free box of cornflakes if they smiled at their husbands, blow a kiss at their shopkeeper, winked at their grocer, ate cereal at their wedding, threw corn at their governor, or smiled at their husband.
So husband or husbands?
Their husbands?
So bigamous?
Yeah. Yeah.
Polyamory, you mean?
I'm fairly sure America was not all about that in 1907.
Maybe Kellogg were trying to produce it. I mean, cornflakes were invented to stop kids from masturbating, so...
I'm going for the silly one because apparently it works.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Throw a corn at the
Oh,
governor.
that didn't work.
No. Doesn't work for you.
No.
Wink to their grocer.
Oh, is that the truth?
Yeah, it is.
But not
it's-
enough to beat TK.
It's the silliest of answers, so of course it's the truth.
Winked at their grocer. How did they know?
Exactly.
Hey, I wasn't last.
Hey!
TK Tiger wins it.
I finally win a game.
Winked at their grocer.
Yeah, it's like, how'd you track that?
Hey, Albert. Ding.
Oh, I got those likes as well. Super win. Hey!
Oh my word. You won everything. Good lord.
And now we
That
relax.
was a fun game. I enjoyed that.
Oh, that was. Or what did they do? You know, they winked at the grocer and the grocer gave it to them and then claimed it back.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I think that was it William Kellogg. William Kellogg.
Said what? Come on, Sim.
William Kellogg invented cornflakes, and he believed that a bland diet would stop people from having lustful thoughts.
Yeah.
So he basically went
Control the teenage libido.
Yeah. So it was like you eat rice and potatoes and basic, just stuff that tastes bland. So yeah, that was the thing. You know.
We'll go back to the main camera in a minute. I'm just enjoying the song. Instrumental break.
Least liked. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Hedge.
Oh. Best lie. I'm a bot postman. Yeah, because I presume that. Oh, of course, they get attacked by dogs. So
Yeah, that's what I went for.
Yeah.
It was either that or Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver was my lie.
I was torn between those two and went Postman in the end. And it turned out to be President anyway, so
Yeah,
what do I know?
President, yeah.
That's what happens when you get a whole screen of sensible answers. Okay, back to the show. I like that song too much. I could spend the entire rest of the show just listening to that tune and just grooving out. But yeah, that was our Jackbox collection for the evening.
Yeah.
Hurrah! Because, Mr. Davey, do you have anything for Done and Dusted?
No.
No, sorry.
Hey, what? Are you talking to me? Hang on. What? Oh, sorry, you with me?
Sorry, I'm reading the wiki on Kellogg's going, oh, wow, this is not what these two people are saying. That's cool. But no, I have nothing. Sorry.
Oh, what does the wiki say then?
There's a lot in here, but it's nothing about they invented it in order to make kids not wank.
No, it was due to it was basically to
No. Not one sentence that I've read suggests that it's going to stop the libido.
Hedge is now
Perhaps you
looking
are
up.
thinking of tea. Perhaps
not
you are
tea.
thinking of tea.
That was Kellogg's because he was like a stout Christian or something.
yeah.
And therefore...
I'm fairly confident from the wiki that it's a case of we've accidentally found this cereal, let's try and sell it.
Does it deprive the male masturbation?
Let's see.
Was Kellogg's a raging old hornball?
I interest he goes past the title and which the word debunked was in it, by the way.
Well,
And what does the myth say? I'm fairly confident. Fact-checking service Snoops, okay.
well, sometimes a tad unreliable, but
Yeah, they were
generally
never
good.
advertised as an anti-masturbatory
Snopes explains that while cornflakes were part of Kellogg's broader advocacy for a plain, bland diet, which I was right about,
Yep.
they were never advertised as an anti-masturbatory morning meal. Kellogg did advocate for a clean living and practice sexual abstinence, as well as recommending a bland diet as one of several methods to discourage masturbation.
There we go.
However, he never specifically referred to cornflakes.
Yeah.
So he believed that a bland diet, which is what I said, would
with
you know,
cornflakes.
stop that.
Yeah.
But he never actually
So
specifically
we were
referred
all
to that.
partially right in our own way.
Yeah. According to
All partially
available-
right, except for the bit where Kellogg's made cornflakes to stop wanking, you know, that bit.
As part of a balanced anti-wanking diet.
Imagine if they still had that on the thingy. Kellogg's, designed to stop your children from having lustful thoughts. Oh my god, that would be brilliant. Just on the side. Darling, have you read this on the back that these Kellogg's cornflakes will stop those noises coming from our son's bedroom? Really? We should try that.
Maybe he won't get so upset when we go in without knocking.
Son, we found a way to stop us from interrupting you in those intimate moments. Oh really? A lock on the door? No, Kellogg's cornflakes.
It's
That
the
don't
Kellogg's
fucking
dietary
work,
plan.
does it? All that does is give me fucking energy in the morning. Fuck off.
No, you're not supposed to eat them, darling. Why do you think they're as spiky as they are?
Oh god.
If that doesn't put you off, nothing will.
It's an accidental discovery that they sold to their own clients.
Yeah,
And then one of the brothers decided, no, fuck, I want to make money. So he sold it to more people.
I mean, that a lot of inventions were, whoops, something went wrong. Hey, this is pretty cool.
Whoops, we ground some corn out and baked it. And now it's this orangey mass. Must be edible.
Let's add milk and try it.
Heck, I mean, flaming hot Cheetos. There's actually loads of YouTube videos on how that occurred, which was, it was animal feed that was ground down, wheat was ground down into this pulp, and some of it would get stuck in the machine and they'd scrape it out. And one janitor went, oh, this would be really cool. Took it home, deep fried it, and went, this is actually really, really good. So, yeah.
Which is now being fact-checked by Xavier.
Well, the worst thing is, Richard Montanez, author and businessman, he is best known for claiming to have invented flaming hot Cheetos.
Former janitor.
Cheetos machine broke down, unflavoured snacks and seasoning with
Cheeto
spices.
machine broke down
reminiscent
when we were
of
going
Mexican
round and
street
round.
corn. But yeah, there's the actual
There we
invention of Cheetos
Work
themselves.
Slave 18. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's Cheetos in Flaming Hot. Flaming Hot is different to the actual. If you look up the actual origin of Cheetos, they were originally animal feed.
He pitched the idea to the CEO at the time over the phone.
They kind of still are animal feed. Depending on how much you love your fellow human.
Presented the product as appealing to the growing Latino market and provided samples in plastic bags that he'd hand decorated and sealed with this strange leaf design. No, that's terrible. It was soft launched 6 months later to test a market in Los Angeles and proved a national release in 1992. 1992!
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Thing is, modern day, you go to your CEO. Hey, what do you think about this thing I've come up with? No, it won't work at all. And then 2 weeks later,
Right.
it suddenly comes out
First
with
off,
the CEO going, "Oh yes."
In someone who's in a business, you might know who your CEO is. You might know who your CEO is. The fuck you're gonna get through to him on the phone?
No, you go to their secretary and book an appointment.
You're gonna get an appointment.
My CEO, you can probably get an appointment.
Reason why they're called gatekeepers. But anyway, done and dusted.
Done and dusted time. Let's play a jingle.
It's that time where the cast of Tiger Tales Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
So we'll be reviewing Flaming Hot Cheetos.
No. TK did a thing
I did
over
a
the
thing.
weekend.
It's my turn. I've done a thing.
He's done a thing.
It's a miracle, I tell you. I did
Yeah.
a crazy thing and actually went to the cinema.
Yeah, he went to the cinema. So we got Jessie the dog,
Yes.
who was bored because Ben had disappeared, but we did get dragged outside by Jessie to play with balls every now and again. Which is always hilarious, because like, get the ball! Why the fuck are you going away?
Bring the bastard thing back.
Also, let go of the ball. No, let go of it. Let go.
I can't throw it unless
Yeah.
you give it.
No take, only throw.
Jessie's a lovely dog. I will say, I think she needs people to be a bit more active towards her than what we do, which is a case of get the ball, bring it back, get the ball. I think she wants to be a bit more roughhouse, but I'm never that fond of roughhousing dogs, because I prefer cats for a reason.
Yes.
I prefer cats.
Cats
for
sit
a
in your
reason.
lap and you just stroke them and go like that. Yes.
No, if I want to play with a cat, I get a ball of wool and just go, and watch them go crazy.
Yeah, you stroke a cat for 10 minutes and then it claws your face off because it's bored of your presence now and wants to leave.
But speaking of dogs and cats...
Yes, I saw a film in the cinema. I saw a preview of a film, no less. It was on preview for this weekend.
Preview release.
Yes.
Of
It's on general release next weekend, I think. But it previewed this weekend. We talked about it last week briefly because we played the theme tune to it in the opening music piece.
Yes.
And it was,
Did we?
Yeah, it was the music for D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds.
Last week,
Yes.
you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, because this goes straight.
Yeah, last
This
week we played the
is
theme tune.
CG?
Yes, it's the CGI
of
reimagining.
the original series.
Yes, it's a retelling of the original series compressed down into 90 minutes. It has a 90-minute runtime, and it sticks to it. And I was apprehensive. No, that's too generous. I was expecting it to be shite.
Yeah.
Because having been burned on the, oh, look, we've reimagined your classic in 3D.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
The Lion King.
Oh, yeah. Disney. Yeah.
As well.
Disney's understandable. But it's
Yes.
like Thomas the Tank Engine, Scooby-Doo with Scrappy. Fuck.
So, yes, having been burned by this train before, I was like, yeah, my expectations going into this, I'm going to be mortally offended.
Yeah.
I was not mortally offended. I came out really quite pleased I'd seen it. I was surprised. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I will say, for those of you who have followed D'Artagnan in the past, back in the 80s when it was on BBC or if it was in your respective countries, you may remember it is the retelling of The Three Musketeers, as we spoke about last week.
Which is a sizable book.
It's quite a sizable book, but
Yeah.
then they did have 26 episodes to kind of summarise it in.
Yeah,
and
didn't feel
they
like
did
26,
They
yeah.
did a reasonably good job.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how they were going to compress all of that down into a 90-minute film, and my worry is that they were going to take way too many plot points and not really expand on any of them. But they didn't. They did a sensible thing, and they took key elements and focused on those.
I managed to guess the main key elements, which, because I'm a fan of D'Artagnan, were the main story elements anyway.
Yeah, the main story beats.
You're not missing on the point of the D'Artagnan series, which, strangely enough, is also the point of the book. tropes that it's based on.
Yeah, there's a lot of fluff that got cut to the side. Some characters from the original TV series didn't make it. Others have had a bit of a personality adjustment, as is always the way, because they've had their role dramatically reduced and now need to be kind of compressed into a caricature rather than a character.
Well, it's like give information that's needed to forward the plot, so not necessarily.
Quite. I mean, the character of the head of the Musker Hounds.
Yes.
Monsieur de
Who had a
Treville.
significant role in the BBC
Yes, he did.
adaptation, which I still need to see
And also
properly.
in D'Artagnan as well. And he's been reduced down somewhat. A bit more of a slight comic character. I mean, when you first meet him, my first impression was, what have they done to you? But by the end of the film, he's more balanced.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so they may have done you wrong at the start, but they've recovered a bit. Cardinal Richelieu looks good, sounds good. Not Tim Curry, much to Hedgie's disappointment, but...
Yeah, that would be hard to pull off, because I don't... Was this a major studio, I think,
No.
is the first thing.
No, I think it was a small studio.
Yeah.
Apollo Films, I think, either distributed it or created it, one of the two.
And it's not one that I would say has been... Well, admittedly, considering current times, it's not really been pushed and advertised. I would say
No, I've
massive.
barely seen it. I mean, I saw
Yeah.
an article in a kind of press release thing back in 2013, I think it was, saying, hey, we're going to do a CG D'Artagnan. And we were like, ooh. And then we heard nothing for ages. And then a couple of years later, it was like, yeah, we're still doing it. And then nothing. And then a couple of weeks ago, here's the trailer. It's been out for a couple of weeks. You missed it, you billock.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. When is it? Oh, releasing on the 19th. That's like this coming Saturday.
Yes.
Tappity tappity tap. There's only one cinema showing it, and it's in Poole. Right, we'll sit on this for a bit then. And then Wednesday rolled around and had another look. It's in your local cinema. Woohoo! Hey, Mr. Froggy, do you want to go and see the... Oh, you do? Fantastic, I'll book some tickets.
So, were the voice actors picked for this? Because I know one of the main things with D'Artagnan, the voice actors, they weren't massive back in the day, but they fit
No, they were.
characters.
They were. The voice actors back in the day were pretty much your go-to kind of translation dubbing actors. So they weren't really well known in circles, but you'd see them crop up and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think it was Doug Mello did the original D'Artagnan voice. And I'm fairly sure he's been in other things as well.
Probably.
And then in Return of D'Artagnan, it was Cam Clarke. And from what I've seen in kind of pre-release material, I saw Cam Clarke's name being mentioned again. But I couldn't... When I was watching the credits, I forgot to look at the voice cast, so I didn't see if he was actually the voice of D'Artagnan or not.
Tut-tut.
Yes, I was too busy because they were doing a sing-along, and I was too busy miming along. The end credits are actually really awesome because they have a sing-along for the first portion, and then for the rest of the credits, there's stuff going on the side as well the entire time.
Oh, God, distract you to hell.
Exactly. So you're not watching the credits, you're watching all the pretty things on the other side, and it's like they don't stop to let the rest of the film credits scroll. They do it for pretty much the entire credits, which is quite awesome. Okay, it means there's no end of credits, after credits scene type thing, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They kind of do an end of credits scene in the middle of the credits, or kind of early-ish into the credits.
Suggesting another film, or just because?
They made comment of another film.
Oh, okay.
But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we might get another film, we might not. But I think, because I've seen some comments on Twitter, that Around the World in 80 Days with Billy Fogg has been confirmed.
Ooh.
Which
that would be interesting.
Rather hyped for.
Yeah, that I'll be interested in because I've watched a lot of the films of 80 Days, Around the World in 80 Days. Admittedly, I've watched a lot of the D'Artagnan ones. But it is... The way 80 Days is done can either make or break the goddamn film. But the animation... Oh God, what could they pull on that? Because it's got to be streaming everything down.
I was going to say, it's going to be another 90-minute type thing, and so they've got to cram a lot in because there were lots of key points.
Well, they would have to stream. It would still have to be the race. It would have to be meeting up with his love interest, so he'd have to hit India.
Yeah, have to hit Princess Romy.
The standard one. Oh God, they can't cut the fucking wolf. They wouldn't be able to cut the wolf.
Transfer.
Yeah. No, because if they did, oh my God, everyone would be pissed. Because oh my God, transfer was fucking the bomb. God,
Transfer
yeah.
was popular, yeah. And they can't cut the police.
That ting every time his eye came up. God.
So, but yeah, back to D'Artagnan.
Don't you remember that when they did the scene with transfer coming up? They had the gleam eye. Ting. It was like holy shit, make him intimidating, even though he often just fell on his face.
Yeah, that was the bit where you got that kind of evil sort of thing, like ha ha ha.
But then they'd
yes.
have to keep the watch that isn't a watch, so that would mean Tico.
Well, they'd probably keep the main cast anyway,
Yeah.
because otherwise people would get very upset. I mean, D'Artagnan stripped back a couple of characters, but they weren't really important. For like Planchet didn't make it.
No.
Pip did. But Pip got a whole new storyline, which I was not upset about, because before he was just kind of a hanger-oner.
Yeah,
And
very much so.
This time he now is a kind of hanger-oner, but also with purpose.
Yeah.
And he actually gets a plot, which is quite nice. Okay, it's an overdone plot, but they handled it reasonably well. Yeah, the Richelieu was good. Milady de Winter was good, although they did the kind of character revelation about Milady a bit too early.
What, her being evil?
No, she's another important detail which you're not going to spoil, so shush.
Oh, the other important detail.
Yeah, the other important detail about her.
She's the cat where she's got the really sort of intense eyes.
Yes, she's the one. She's the cat that all the guys fall in love with.
She's the femme fatale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally in this
She's
case.
the
Yeah,
assassin.
literally,
Yeah,
she
she's
is
the
because it's
assassin.
French. So yeah, femme fatale.
Well, not just that, but she will kill you
Yes.
with a thought.
Which is where some films, not looking at the most recent Four Musketeers film, go wrong, because it's a case of, oh yes, she is uber femme fatale. It's like, just because characters done it in many other films doesn't mean you should do it in this one, which includes fucking steampunk airships.
Well, she is an assassin, so
Yes, but the most recent Four Musketeers was a travesty with airships.
I don't think I've seen that one.
You don't want to.
I mean, the last other one I can remember seeing was
Charlie Sheen one.
No, the Disney's Three Musketeers.
Oh right, yeah.
Mickey, Donald, and Goofy.
Goofy, yeah.
Oh god.
The one that wasn't D'Artagnan related.
No.
Yeah. But no, D'Artagnan was really, really, really quite good. It didn't shit all over the source material, which is the most important thing. They've done the theme tune justice.
Ooh.
There were some very nice orchestral versions which were used as incidental music.
Nice.
Because, yeah, the theme tune was not only just used as the theme tune to start and open the show, but it was also used as a leitmotif throughout the show.
Yeah.
And they continue that in this.
Well, it kind of was in the show, because it was like the
it was a
intro
leitmotif.
and
They'd use it. They'd use variations of it as part of scene and background music.
I think
they continue that trend with this.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the hardest thing, though, because this isn't just source material D'Artagnan. The source material is also the original books.
Yes.
So you've got a double line to it, because it's like there's the characters and the story that is the cartoon, and then there is the original story, which, if you stick to the source material, is really good.
And they didn't correct the mistake that was made, whether deliberately back originally or not. But Porthos and Athos have had a name change.
Oh yes, I remember that.
If you watch the original series,
Yes.
Porthos and Athos are the wrong people.
Yes.
Are they?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're supposed to be the other way round.
Yeah.
So-
It confused the fuck out of me when the other films started doing it. It was like, but character do that? What? No.
So
Yeah.
which one? So
Aramis, you know who Aramis is.
Aramis is the
He's the religious one who's also a poet.
And-
he's the one who
the
sniffs the
womanizer.
flower all the time.
Yes.
Because Aramis, you know. So yeah.
Porthos.
Porthos is the fat one because he's portly, and Athos is the other one. Yes. 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 Waiting for
Not going to say that's the reason.
confirmation or denial. Still waiting.
In other versions, Porthos is the leader of the musketeers, and
Athos is the
The portly one.
rather bulky guy.
Yeah, the rotund
because
guy.
he's a
I
lot
would
of the
call
time.
him the brick shithouse.
Yeah, and a lot of the time he's not portrayed by a fat man. He's portrayed by the largest fucking brawler they've got. Except in the Charlie Sheen one, where it was I can't remember. But he was still they basically made him like a pirate.
Oliver Reed.
No, it wasn't Oliver Reed, because that was
That was a completely different
They
Musketeers
swapped
film.
the name around again because
Yeah.
it was Porthos the pirate. What was it, Porthos the pirate? I'll have to look it up. Don't mind me. But yeah, so
do research. But yeah, so they maintained D'Artagnan's character's mistakes. So we'll put it that way.
to sum up,
But they broke Aramis slightly.
oh god,
Because he's a poet, he talks mostly in rhyme.
okay,
no.
no.
Luckily, he doesn't have very many lines.
Oh, they turned him into Wordsworth from Heathcliff.
Yeah,
So,
That he doesn't speak enough for it to grate too much.
did you enjoy the film?
Fuck yeah, way more than I thought I was going to.
Would you recommend it?
It's coming out on full release this weekend, so go and see it. Especially if you remember the old D'Artagnans. Because, your childhood will be restored. It doesn't shit all over the source material. It stays as true as it can. Obviously, it has to update a couple of things.
Yep.
There is a line or two updated in the theme tune because they had to remove a line about drinking beer. So they had to work around that.
So what did they change it to?
I can't remember now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I only saw it briefly during the karaoke bit at the end.
Yeah, the one I'm thinking of with Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen was Aramis. Kiefer Sutherland was Athos.
And
Oliver Platt was Porthos.
Yeah.
He was
and
the
Tim
pirate.
Curry is Cardinal Richelieu.
Yeah.
Yes, they had Tim Curry. That's where Tim Curry is Cardinal Richelieu came from.
Absolutely. You're going to have someone who's got a really sort of
But they had
evil voice, yeah.
they had Widemere in there, which was good. As
Widemere?
Yeah, right. Richelieu's kind of right hand clumsy pillock. And also Count Rochefort.
Which you kind of need because he's he's more the rapier against the four.
Isn't it pronounced Roquefort? Like the cheese?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But in D'Artagnan, they pronounce it Rochefort.
Oh, okay.
So whether it was just a bad
But is
translation...
it spelled Roquefort?
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and probably in French, it's probably Roquefort as well. Roquefort. But in the English dub originally, when we got it back in the 81, it was Rochefort. And so they've had to continue that.
Because in 1981, nobody knew what France was.
So that's
of course not.
done and dusted for D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds, the film.
I want the soundtrack.
TK is now obsessed. But that's it for TigerTails Radio. We've only overrun by 2 minutes.
Yay!
Thank you very much for everyone who's watched live. Thank you for everyone joining in with any of the Jackbox shenanigans. We will be back Monday at 8:30 for more of this wonderful chaos. If you want to join us then, please feel free to. Keep an eye on our channels. If you're interested in anything gaming related, we do have a gaming channel, tigertailsgaming.co.uk.
Which occasionally Xavier streams on.
Yeah, potentially I'll be doing some streams. The idea is to try and do a stream on Wednesday of trying new things, and a stream on Friday, which myself and TK does, which is usually games that kick my ass. Only because it's the last Friday of the month, it's TK Kicks My Ass.
Yeah, it's our Friday Night Fights night.
Friday Night Fights. So it's a beat 'em up one. So
and
you can
it's going to be the games from the Mortal Kombat series.
God, it'll be the Mortal Kombat retrospective all over again. And
Hooray.
over the weekend, depending on in real life, although not this weekend because I am not going to be here.
No, mate.
Usually it's going to be stream and chill. So it's potentially going to be maybe 1 or 2 streams over this week. But outside of that, you can find us at tigertailsradio.co.uk, tigertails.co.uk, tigertailsgaming.co.uk. We also have a podcast, if TK would like to cue that one up.
I will play it as a jingle for the podcast.
Did you know we have a podcast now? Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. Give it a listen. At greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I still need to do the website. I'd completely forgotten about that.
Yeah, so it's Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle. It's a monthly podcast, usually at the beginning of each month, and it's where we talk about various topics, because TigerTails Radio has been a bit abridged since originally joined, and normally we would chat about a lot of stuff. So if you are interested in our thoughts over various things, do a search on your podcast device and you'll be able to find us.
Yeah, we're on anchor.fm for the most part, although you can also find it on all your favourite podcast platforms.
Yes.
Including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the other ones.
Google Podcasts.
Yep.
There's some
your
others as well.
podcast of choice. There we go.
Pretty much, because Anchor distributes it to all of them because they're nice like that. And we should record some adverts so we can slot them in, because then we might get a penny or two for the podcast. You never know.
Let's get an audience. Let's get an audience before we worry about trying.
Oh no, because if we get an audience and then we start putting adverts in, they'll go, "Oh, you've sold out."
Well, that's
yes, of course we fucking have. What do you take us for?
the standard. But anyway, we need to wrap up.
You can bribe Pedgie with a Cheerio.
We need to wrap up.
Fine, we'll wrap up. So it is a good night from the Xavier.
Good night, all.
It is a good night from Captain Hedgington over there.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. We shall return next week with more fun, frolics, Jackbox, maybe some reviews of the week, maybe some done and dusted. You never know your luck. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.